live on Instagram right now, so I'm trying to let people know to come here. So, oh my gosh, it's like, what day is it? Does anybody know what day it is? If you are live in the chat, please let me know. What's up, Taylor Davidson? So I'm live on Facebook right now at Brianna Ruelas Music, and today I'm going to be talking about those simple things that you can do to increase your fan engagement. So what's up? What's up, Xavier? Hi, everyone. So again, you can find all of the live chat inside of Facebook right now at Brianna Ruelas Music. It's live right now. If you're inside Facebook, I would love to see your name, smile, say hello, say what's up. I'm going to be answering a lot of questions today on fan engagement, but also more importantly, how you can create that fan engagement through email. So if you guys want to hop on over to Facebook at Brianna Ruelas Music, there's going to be a live feed there where you can answer, ask all your questions, and I will certainly be getting to all of those. So again, if you can hear me in the chat, please let me know. Just type right in the chat that you can hear me and see me. I'm going to go ahead and type something now. Can you hear me and see me? And hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, so we're just going to be diving into 4 simple things that you can be doing to increase your fan engagement and connection. But also, more importantly, there's actually 3 simple things that I think that you're missing to grow your fan base. So before we get started, I'm just going to tell you a quick little something about me. I'm a performing artist consultant. I work, hey, Darrell, can you hear me and see me, Darrell? Let me know. I work with performing artists and music industry professionals inside their music businesses. I teach small business. I take a small business approach to the music industry. I teach online business strategies, everything from booking to marketing and branding, etc. So yeah, great. Hi, Lois. How are you? Oh, what's up from New Zealand, Lois? 6 a.m. in the morning. Thanks for being up bright and early. Welcome. So again, my name is Brianna Ruelas, for those of you who are live right now. And I am here to talk to you about some simple things that you might be missing inside your music business that can really help you create some serious sustainability for your music career and also for your fan engagement. So if you're tuning in on Instagram, then you can just hop on over to Brianna Ruelas Music on Facebook, where you can be more involved inside the chat. And also you can find out, you know, how you can learn more about, let's see, how to get 75% off my new online course, MailChimp for Musicians, which I'll tell you about later. But first off, I just want to dive in and get started on this training because I don't want to waste your time. I want to respect your time. And I'm super appreciative that you're here. So again, go ahead and let me know where else you're coming from. Don't be shy. Type in the chat and let me know where you're from. And you know, I'll tell you a little bit more about me while we're waiting for a few more people to hop on. So my name is Brianna Ruelas. As I said, many of you know who I am. And I am a strategy consultant for performing artists and industry professionals. I'm also an author to a book called Performing Artist Pathway, as well as the creator to 2 online courses, the Performing Artist Pathway online experience, as well as MailChimp for Musicians. I'm in the process of creating a few more mini courses for you, which I'm super excited to bring you. One of them for those who are interested in auditioning for reality television. I myself was on American Idol back in season 4 when Carrie Underwood won. I was a top 100 finalist on that show. Back in the cattle call days when 100,000 people auditioned, it was a wild time. But I help my clients get on reality shows like The Voice, American Idol, and America's Got Talent, and I prep them for that. So I'm going to take all of that cumulative experience and wrap that up into a mini course for you because I get a ton of requests for advice on reality TV. So that'll be something coming at you in the future, which I'm really excited to offer you. And then right now, you know, again, my focus, I'm a restaurant owner as well. So everything that I bring to my music industry experience is my background as a singer-songwriter, performer, and restaurant owner. So that's why I say I take a small business approach to the music industry. So I want to just dive right in right now. And just so you know, just to let you know, I will be answering questions. So if you have any questions for your career stuff, please let me know. And at the end, I'll also be offering a opportunity for you to get 75% off my new online course, which is a steal of a deal. And I promise you that this course is going to help you engage and create some great work in your career, specifically for email marketing, for those of you who might be scared of it or who don't think it's even for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on it. So we're going to quickly dive into top 3 simple things that you're missing that will help you grow your fan base. Okay, so the first 2 that I'm going to get to, really, they truly go hand in hand. So just know that I'll start with the number 1, but the number 2 is right there with it. They almost meet one another. So the first simple thing that you might be missing in your career to help you grow your fan base is that you have no offer. Now, what do I mean by that? Sure, you have music. Sure, you have things out there, but you're not telling people, you're not attracting them with an offer. Okay, when I say you have no offer, hi, Song Brewery. What's up, Katie? So I'm at Brianna Ruelas Music Live on Facebook right now if you want to participate in the live chat that's happening there. And I'm talking about 3 simple things that you're missing that will help you grow your fan base. So the very first one, you have no offer. So having a freebie, basically, or what we call in sales a lead magnet, is what's going to offer potential new fans an invite that will entice them to check you out, that will give them a reason to get to know you better, to be a part of your music journey, okay? Here's the thing. There is so much music out there, right? So you can't just assume that if you have, a little button on your website, which many of you may or may not have, and we're going to jump into that as my next point. If it just says, hey, sign up to get news, and alerts on my music. Like, if they don't know who you are, why would they do that? Like, there's no reason for them to do that because they don't even know who you are. So why would they want news from you in the first place? But if you're offering something for them, something that they would like, so you really have to think about like diving into who are my potential fans? Who are my fans? Why would they want something in the first place? And what would they want? Then you can create something that's enticing for them to really, truly invite you on a real level to get to know you better, right? And that's how we can start that process of engaging with your fans. But if you have no offer to begin with, if you have no reason for them to get in touch with you or to follow your journey or be a part of your music success, then all you're doing is basically splashing out in the world. Hey, look at me. I've got music. Hey, look at me. I'm an artist. Like, but that's really it. That's as far as it goes. It's literally like a billboard that you just drive right by. So in order for you to start that engagement process, you need to first have an offer and give them that, again, a call to action to take advantage of it, right? Sign up now, be a part of this now, whatever, okay? You know, as an artist and as a brand, what feels most authentic to you. Maybe sign up is really boring, okay? Maybe it's get my free acoustic download, or maybe it's, find out or learn from the new song that I'm working on right now. And you can send them literally an acoustic, video of the latest work that you haven't even released yet, just like an inside peek. You have to remember, a lot of fans, they just want to be on the inside. They really want to know what's going on, with you on the inside. So that's the first simple thing that you might be missing out on that will help you grow your fan base, is having that offer. Okay. And let's take that just one step deeper. Remember that you have to make it about them. Your fans want to be on the inside. Okay. And even potential new fans, they want to be like, oh, I knew her when, or I discovered her when, right? So they want to be in the know. But how can you invite them to your music journey and create a meaningful connection with them that keeps them coming back? The way you do that is by making it fan-focused, fan-centered. So remembering that every time you're speaking to them, connecting with them, that you're putting yourself in their shoes. What do they want to hear? How can I get them to feel connected to me? So it's not just about, hey guys, I just launched my latest music. enjoy. It's more of, hey guys, I have something really special for you that I know you're going to love because, and you're going to tell them why they're going to love it. And you're going to say something that's true and authentic about the music and about the song. And most likely, if they're your fans, you understand that they will totally be into it. They will totally dig it because you know who your fans are. And by the way, if you don't know who your fans are, there are a ton of resources on things like that. You know, I've got two really great friends, Darrell Piart and Megan Kuhar, who do a ton on the fan finder process. Okay. So understanding and acknowledging specifically who your fans are. And guess what? If you don't have a fan base yet, who do you want your fans to be? Those are the questions that you have to answer, because if you're going to create an offer and if you're going to engage with not only existing fans, but potential new fans, you need to know exactly who they are so you can go find them. So that's my number one tip, okay? Have an offer. Number two, the number two simple thing, as I said, 1 and 2 go together, that you might be missing out on to grow your fan base, is that you have no place to collect their information. You have no place to collect their data. So for some of you, if you have a website, you might have a sign-up form embedded there where you are collecting email addresses. And for you, way to go, congratulations, super proud of you. For some of you, you might just be getting started and you don't even have a website. Well, guess what? That's okay too, because there are some really simple things that you can be doing that don't require a website, to where you can still collect information and data, okay? Now, for those of you who already have a website, please be sure that you have your Facebook pixel embedded on your website. If you do not know how to grab your Facebook pixel, how to create it, and then how to put it on your website, there are a ton of really great tutorials. And in my new online course, MailChimp for Musicians, I walk you through it step by step. That's the first thing. The Facebook pixel collects the data so that whether you're ready to do a Facebook ad today or later, or you want to create a targeted opportunity for a post, you can create a specific targeted audience using the data that your Facebook pixel is collecting. Okay, so it's really important that if you already have a website where you're collecting their information, that you have that Facebook pixel in place. Now, for those of you, again, some of you have no place to collect information. Let's talk about how to have a place to collect information and why. Let's say, for example, you just went on a huge tour last summer when everyone could actually tour, okay? You went on a huge tour. You had all these people follow you on social media. Awesome, congratulations. And the only way that you can reach out to them and connect with them is by posting on social media. Well, guess what? Only 1 to 2%, depending on your engagement rate that Facebook and Instagram decide to give you, are going to see each post. So that's another reason why Facebook ads are going to be very, very important moving forward, is that you need to understand that you only have so much reach with social media, which is another reason why email comes into play and why email is important, because you don't own your social media. At any point, so Facebook could get hacked, Instagram could get hacked, and you lose all your followers. How are you capturing all of those new followers that you just got? How are you capturing their information so that you can keep in touch with them on a real, authentic level? Okay, and I know many of you think email's dead. Email's not going anywhere, okay? And by the way, whether you think email's dead or whether you open your email or not, if your fans want to hear from you and they know that the way they can hear from you is with email, they're going to be checking their email. And when they see an email from you, they will open it because they want to know what's going on. So email is still highly effective. And by the way, email is also a super inexpensive way to market your brand and to market your music. So don't ignore the power of email. Now, if you create a landing page, let's say you don't have a website, a landing page in MailChimp, for example, because that's, what I'm really versed on, you can put your Facebook pixel into the landing page. So you're doing two things. You're collecting their email information so that you can continue to cultivate an engaged relationship with these new fans and existing fans. You have a place where you can collect their information, but you're collecting it in two ways. You're collecting their email address, but then you're also collecting their data. Should they be Facebook and Instagram, subscribers, which chances are they are. You are collecting their data because you have a Facebook pixel on your landing page. So they're going to your landing page, you're getting their email so you can keep in touch, but then you're also collecting their data through the Facebook pixel that you put on the landing page. Okay, so I know I just spit a ton of stuff. You're probably like, what? Either you know this information already, it's a reminder to you, or you're brand new to all of this and it's super overwhelming. Either way, my new course, MailChimp for Musicians, dives into step-by-step how to set up each one of these things, okay? It's highly simplified, and I walk you through all of this, okay? So I'm just laying that out there because I'm gonna give you a chance to get 75% off of it at the end of this call, which goes away in the next week. So I want you to be aware of that because I truly believe that email is a very effective way for you to reach and grow your audience. Okay, so that's the second thing you can be doing in a simple way. You don't have to have a website. It's free to create a landing page. These are free ways that you can create and engage with your fans, okay? So like I said, number one is have an offer. Number two is have a place to collect their information. And lastly, the very, very simple thing that you're probably missing out on that's gonna help you grow your fan base is that you have zero communication plan. So let's say you have, a website set up. Let's say you already have an email list. How are they getting that freebie? How are they getting that, that offer? Do you have an automation set up? Do you have a communication plan in place to allow people to know what you're about, to allow people to discover your music that you launched 3 years ago? Do you have a communication plan in place to establish consistency? Because at the end of the day, if you're sending out an email to your fans let's say every 2 months, is that consistent? You have to think about what's realistic for you, but ultimately consistency is very, very important. And if you think about your fans and what they might need or want, you're going to be wanting to look at, well, what if I was more consistent? Maybe I send emails more frequently, but make it shorter so that you're not sending this novel every time you put an email in their inbox. Okay. And again, how are you delivering this information? And are you being entertaining? Remember how we talked about the very first step? You need to make it about them. This is so important with your communication plan. You have to be thinking what they want, what they need, how they can respond to your music, and why your music is serving them. I know that as an artist, we create not only for ourselves, but we create to share. We create because we want people to resonate with our message and our music, right? We want to create that impact with our music. So in order to do that, you have to be thinking about them and thinking about how they can benefit from your message, from your music, and you need to communicate that very, very clearly. The communication plan is not simply like, hey, I've got new music, check it out, or download it today, or whatnot. Those are important things for you to tell them to do, but you have to give them the why, and the why has to pertain to them. What is in it for them? Okay, so don't make it all about you. And, again, we want to keep them sticking around. We want to keep them entertained. We want to keep them engaged. And we want to actually establish a real connection with them. Because if we talk about sustainability for the long haul, for many of you, this is not a hobby. For many of you, this is your career. This is your life. And I truly believe that because of the World Wide Web, you can create a sustainable, successful career for yourself in music when you have the right tools in place. Then your fans are so integral to that success. So having a communication plan is vital. Okay. So those are my top 3 simple things that you might be missing in your career, in your music business, that you can change today. You can get to work on this today. Again, having an offer, having a place to collect their information, and making sure that you have the things like a Facebook pixel in place to collect data, in addition to collecting their email address. And lastly, have a communication plan in place and know how you're going to consistently engage with your fans so that you can create sustainability in your career through that authentic fan friendship, relationship, connection, etc. Okay. So once again, I told you that I will be offering 75% off my MailChimp for Musicians course. It recently launched. I'm super excited about it. Yes, I truly believe that you're going to get everything step by step that you need to know. I made it super simplified because as an artist, I don't think that you need to be worried about A/B split testing and all of those different things. I think right now you just want to be able to store emails, communicate properly, engage well, and show who you are in a different way. So you have to continue to remember that social media is just one avenue to reach your fans. Email is just one avenue to reach your fans. YouTube is just one avenue to reach your fans. But if you're utilizing all of them, like put it all together, that's the complete package. It's like really, getting in there and saying, if I can reach my fans on all these different platforms in a great way and do it well, okay, then that is how you can start creating momentum for your music career. Okay, so again, you can check out MailChimp for Musicians at my bit.ly M4M online. And when you use promo code Q75, you're going to get 75% off. And I'm very, very excited about it. And I want to take your questions. Hi, Becky. Welcome. So I have a lot of people on Instagram tuning in as well. I'd love to take any questions that you have. So now would be a great time to do that. I obviously would love to see you in the course. If you have questions about the course, you can email me at info@briannaruelasmusic.com, or you can simply check it out. You can check out this page at my bit.ly M4monline.com. Actually, it's just bit.ly M4M online. I'm showing that on the screen right now. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'd love to take them now. Happy to answer anything that you have and just really support you in that way. So, and I've got Instagram going. So if you have any questions on Instagram, you can go ahead and type them in and I'll put them on the live Zoom as well. So when you're ready. Oh, I love this. Thank you, Darrell. So Darrell's saying, absolutely, you got to know who your fans are. So important, right? If you guys don't know Darrell, he's a great friend of mine, great colleague. He lives in Florida, but he is an artist manager and a consultant, music industry consultant as well. He has a ton of great information on, really finding out and understanding who your fan is in a very specific way. So Darrell, thanks for being here as well. He's a great resource as well. So yeah, definitely check out the MailChimp for Musicians course. Again, you're going to get 75% off when you use promo code Q75. And by the way, all the links to this is also in my Facebook and Instagram profile. If you go to the button Facebook or my link in profile, you can get access to the course, but then also that promo code as well. So I've got a question here. How often do you recommend reaching out to fans? It's a great question. Thank you for asking that. You're good. Don't worry. So how often do I recommend it? So what I was just saying is that I think often it's great to be very consistent. Some artists want to go once a month because that's what they're comfortable with. So every artist is different. I think that being consistent, for example, I actually think twice a month is a little better. Even if it's just short messages twice a month. And again, you really want to be thinking about how you're engaging with them and what type of content they're looking for and what they want to know. But you also have to remember that your audience and your fans, they need to know, okay, I'm going to get used to, like, you're conditioning them, for example. I hate to use that word conditioning, but that's really what's happening, is that you're letting them know, hey, you're going to hear from me twice a month. You're going to hear from me when something exciting is happening that I know you're going to get a lot out of. So sometimes, that might mean that you are offering something. Maybe you're sending a third, maybe you're sending a third email because something amazing is happening. Maybe you're launching new music. Maybe you're giving them a first peek at some new music coming out before anybody else sees it. So that would require maybe an extra little email in there. But anytime you're offering value to your audience, I don't think they're going to be mad that you're sending them an extra email. So as far as creating consistency, I think twice a month is solid. I don't necessarily think as an artist you need to be sending emails every single week. But look, if you have a ton of stuff you're wanting to share, or even if like some artists have blogs or even a vlog, and they want to just keep sharing their journey, or maybe they're traveling and doing some songwriting and they're wanting to show a different process, you can be creative. And you can always have, seasons too, for example. You can say, listen, for the next month, I have a series. So I have a series happening for the next month. You're going to be hearing from me a little bit more often than normal. It's okay to communicate that. So I highly would recommend to go ahead and communicate, how you're going to be communicating, or how you're going to be, engaging with them, whether it's once a month, twice a month, whether you're going to do something a little different. It's really based on you. I hope that answered your question. So I also have this question, and I'll show it on the screen. Do fans like to give out their email still? ? Thank you for that question. Look, I think at the end of the day, I personally believe that email is not dead. And if you were here at the top, I talked about having an offer. If your fan wants to get your exclusive offer and get to know you better and know exactly when you're doing stuff, and the way you're communicating with your fans is in that exclusive way is via email, then I say yes, they want to give you their email. Because I think about all the people I'm a fan of, and if I can be inside the loop on pre-sales for when they go have live shows, when they have new merch, whatever, like I want to be in on that. I want to know exactly. I want to know when they're on Jimmy Kimmel or whatever is happening. Like I definitely want to know that. I have no problem giving them my email because I love them and I want to be a part of their music journey and I want to be a part of their success. So that's my input there. Also had a question here from Taylor. What can you do to encourage with fans while you're in the process of prepping to release? Like release new music and get your website email list and all of that. So that's a great question. Again, the website, you don't have to have a website to engage with your fans. You can create a landing page through MailChimp, which is what we were discussing earlier. I have a new online course, MailChimp for Musicians, where I walk you step by step of how to make sure that Facebook pixel's in there, how to get that landing page optimized so that you can collect that information. And Taylor, honestly, one of the things you can do to engage with your fans, I think for you, you've actually been collecting emails with live shows for years. Like you have an email list, you just haven't started connecting with your audience yet. So connecting with them on social media, connecting with them via email, and using all the platforms to create, that connection with your fans, I think is really important. And sharing them your process, like letting them know, look, I'm so excited to release music, and giving them some feedback and insight and back knowledge on what you're doing so that they can be a part of it. But the only way that you're going to, keep them in the know on that, besides social media, because like I said, not all of your fans are glued to your profile page. And because of algorithms, only 1% of your followers are actually seeing your page. You have to utilize other ways and other strategies of reaching your fan base. I hope that was helpful. And then I've got this question from Darrell. Can you share your insight on why you shouldn't just have a join my mailing list pop-up as soon as someone visits your website? Oh, I love that. Yes. So I think the pop-up, so there's different ways that you can utilize, a pop-up. So you can either have the sign-up form embedded on your website, or you can have the pop-up, which Darrell is discussing. So, for me, when you see the pop-up, like the first time that I visit your website, if I all of a sudden see a pop-up in my face and I haven't even gotten to know you, my insight on this is that I have no idea who you are. Get this box out of my face. I'm here to discover you. I'm here to discover what your sound is, what your vibe is, what your music's like. So I personally think having the sign-up form embedded in the website's a little better. Now, that's just my personal opinion. And it's because you are talking to a cold audience. You're talking to people who are going to your website for the first time, and they don't know who you are from the next guy. And so you have to start, giving them an opportunity to just check you out first. So, and then also as far as the verbiage, join my mailing list. You know, again, I'm saying having that offer, like what can you offer them and give them that's going to make them want to join your mailing list and be a part of it and want to understand who you are and get to know you better as an artist, right? So that's why I would think the verbiage would be something more like, you know, I would love to get to know you. Grab my, you know, free exclusive acoustic version of this song, you know, and then the button doesn't need to say join my mailing list or sign up here. It can say get my acoustic download or get my exclusive download, etc. So those are my thoughts on why I think pop-up, you know, sign-up forms are a little, I mean, they're definitely catchy. Don't get me wrong. They're definitely catchy. But at the end of the day, if they're a cold audience, if they're just getting your website for the very first time, it's almost, you know, they're not having an opportunity to really get to know you. So now, on the flip side, let's say they've been getting to know you on Instagram for a year, and now they're going to your website for the first time. You can give them an opportunity. But at the end of the day, if your sign-up form is embedded into your site, they're going to see it. It'll be right there. And so I think the pop-up form is not quite necessary. Yeah, so thank you, Darrell. I appreciate that question. Okay, is there any other questions while I have you guys online? So I would love to answer a few more questions before we sign off. But again, I appreciate you being here. If you have any questions about MailChimp for musicians, I'd love to you know, answer those for you. You can email me at info@briannaruelasmusic.com. Or like I said, all you have to do is go to the link in bio, go to the button in Facebook, go to the link in my profile page. It's going to take you straight to MailChimp for musicians, or you can go to this bit.ly/M4M online. And when you use Q75, you're going to get 75% off. Now, that's not going to last. That's going to be around for the next week. So if you want 75% off MailChimp for musicians, where I show you my simplified 5-step framework to attract, engage, and grow your email list, take advantage of that today. Highly recommend it. And like I said, I've made it very, very simple for you because I completely feel like it doesn't need to be difficult and it doesn't need to be icky, salesy, etc. Okay. We can create a true opportunity for you to create sustainable relationships and engagement with your fans long term. So, okay, and it didn't show me your site. So bit.ly Inform. So Lois is saying, tried that web address and it didn't show me your site. Why don't you go to briannaruelasmusic.com, or you go to the button at Brianna Ruelas Music, and the very first link is the MailChimp for musicians sales page. So you can check it out there. And Lois, if you'd like, after this call, I'll go ahead and put the link direct into Facebook. Right now, Facebook's not allowing me to comment directly into the feed, but as soon as this is over, I will put the direct link inside the feed so you can click it there, okay? Awesome. All right, well, I want to say thank you to all of you who showed up today. I appreciate you being here. And again, reach out to me if you have any other questions, but I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you got some value out of it, and have a really fantastic day. Thank you.